When I'm not training Muay Thai, studying the Thai language, or going to BJJ class, I spend a lot of my time thinking whether or not I've made the most of my time here. My dad always tells me make the most of each day, and as this trip is coming to an end, I'm thinking, have I done that? I think so. I really think I have. I've spent the trip doing what I like to do. Which now brings us to how I spent this weekend. While wandering Chiang Mai, I ended up discovering a little ninja ramen restaurant. I know it's not Thai food, but Japanese food is also good. It was a pretty nice restaurant. At the table, they had all the sauces you would need, things like soy sauce. I believe this was spicy oil, and then they had these two kind of seafood-like seasonings. If you're more into Japanese food, you'll know what these are. One of the things I was happy about with this restaurant is that they had barley tea at the restaurant. Barley tea, also known as Timelapse, is one of my favorite teas. So we start off with these octopus balls, which were amazing. They were covered in seaweed, shredded lettuce, a little bit of mayonnaise. They were really good. They only cost 79 baht, which is about $2 in the US. Now we get to the main course, which is the ramen. And I'm so glad that I ordered a small bowl of ramen because what they gave me was massive. I added 2 eggs in their pork meat with soba noodles. It was delicious. This was about 209 baht, which is around $6 US, but it was great. Here, you can get a little behind the scenes of how silly I look while in these restaurants. Normally, I only go all out with my camera and my phone when there's nobody in the restaurant. So I'll just leave you here with a quick time lapse of me eating the delicious tea and noodles. After eating the delicious noodles from Ninja Ramen, I made my way up towards a temple called Wat Jed Yod. I didn't know what to expect from this temple. I honestly only came to here because it was out of the way, but it was on my side of town. And just like Wat Jed Yod was very surprising. When I first got there, I thought that the place was under construction because some of the places are getting worked on. But going further in, I realized this is another massive temple like Wat Umong. It's just like a big park for people to go to. What I thought was cool about Wat Jed Yod was that there were ruins everywhere. So you could really tell that this temple had a lot of history to it. So this temple was built as a way to celebrate the 2000th year of Buddhism by some king who I can't pronounce. So this king had his big idea for a temple. 1, it was to celebrate the 2000th year of Buddhism. 2, he wanted to build a temple for a monk. And then because he wanted to build the temple for this monk, similar to the history of Wat Umong, he had this idea of what he wanted to include within the temple. One of them, of course, was a Bodhi tree, which now there are many Bodhi trees in there. And then one was the king wanted to build 7 locations to represent the 7 great palaces that Buddha entered when achieving enlightenment. Another thing that's interesting about this is, unlike the other temples, like Wat Umong had Wat Umong had a Lana style chedi or stupa, and a lot of it was just basically northern Thailand influence. Wat Jed Yod was built in the style of the Indian temples. Because of this, the temple looks very different than other temples as well. Wat Jed Yod looks very different from Wat Umong, and Wat Umong looks very different from the temples that you'll see in like the city center of Chiang Mai. You can see that while I was here, I actually tried to get some photos. As as I've been going through my photography journey, I guess, taking pictures of man-made things has become less and less interesting. But in the case of this, where it's something so old, so historical, and just so different from what we see today, I enjoyed taking photos of these. At this time, when I got to the temple, my battery of both my phone and my camera were almost dead, so it made me choose carefully what I wanted to take a photo of. I spent a lot of time at this temple, about 2 hours. What I didn't film was I actually sat down in this big common area. I journaled just whatever I was thinking of at that time. It was just a really nice, peaceful place. One of my favorite things that I saw there that I didn't get a picture of was there was this Bodhi tree with 9 statues around it all facing. To me, that was cooler than any kind of Buddha statue that you could find. The Bodhi trees were so massive, there was no way I could get a photo that would let you see how large they were. After that, I returned home. Photo on Instagram, you might know this place already. I've always wanted to go inside this ice cream shop. I've never done it because it is obviously like a couple's spot, but there was nobody in there at the time. I had just gotten home and I was hungry. So I went inside. This place is awesome. Super relaxing atmosphere, very spacious. There are more than 30 different flavors and they're not normal flavors at all. After you sit down and order, they'll give you some tea for free. And here you can see I ordered 4 kinds of ice cream. The one was a pink marshmallow. It was a very sour flavor, but it was good. It was sour and sweet. Then the second one I ordered was Yakult with Peppo Bites. If you know me personally, you know that I love Yakult. So I had to get it, had to try it. This third one was surprising though. It was cow soy flavored ice cream. If you don't know what cow soy is one of northern Thailand's main dishes. It is a noodle with crispy noodles on top, some kind of meat or egg, and it's kind of this little bit of spicy flavor, but it's really good. To have that in ice cream form was crazy, as it was actually really good. I could see myself eating more of that. The fourth flavor was Tiger Black Sesame Peanut Butter Ice Cream. It was very good as well, but it was probably the most normal of the flavors. The thing that made it stand out though was really the black sesame flavor. It was really good. If I were to rank the flavors, I would actually rank them in the order that I showed it to you guys. First place would be tied between Yakult and that pink marshmallow flavor. The reason I say that is because I love sour, and they were both sour. If I really had to choose, I would probably choose that pink marshmallow over the Yakult. Just because I could see myself ordering like a big tub of that to have at home, more so than the Yakult flavor. So that would put number 3 would be the cow soy. The reason for that being is because it was such a unique flavor, I could actually see myself wanting more of it. It was spicy. There was still a little bit of sweet because it was ice cream, but it was spicy and a little savory as well. They even put the little crunchy noodles on top of it, which means number 4 would be the black sesame peanut butter. That's not saying that the black sesame peanut butter is bad. It was really good as well. But I'm putting it number 4 because it's the most normal flavor out of the 4. The others blew me away, so when I had the black sesame one, it was just kind of normal. There are plenty other flavors that I would love to go and try, but if you guys do get a chance, check it out. Definitely check it out.